To be honest, there was nothing else. I needed something that was local, that was, there wasn't going to be a major expedition to get to, and I needed something where I would get one-to-one support, really, because I didn't think I'd do particularly well in the classroom with lots of things. I thought there was just very specific things I probably needed to get going, which were going to be much more encouraging than trying to get a huge breadth of information, which I probably just feel overwhelmed by, and they would lose most of it. So I think just focusing on what I needed and then building on that has been a much more useful process for me. Yeah, well, I just got my, rather belatedly in life, got my first smartphone, and I knew nothing about it. I didn't know how it looked. You just didn't know what to do with it, really. And I was frightened to death to touch anything, because everything I seemed to touch or look as if I might touch was going to get me into all sorts of trouble. So I wanted to avoid all of that, really, and it just I needed to be talked through things, really, at a pace I could follow. No, I'd absolutely encourage them. I think one of the things, for men particularly, it's not always easy. We're not very good at asking for help. And I think, you need somewhere where you can come and you haven't got that barrier to get over. I would encourage anyone to come along, because you can have that sort of tailored support, really. And, and it's not like someone's forcing it on you. You can just take it at your own pace, especially at our age, my age. Where this just doesn't come easy, because I never learnt all this at school. This is all new, so everything's new, really, and just being to be encouraged and supported in that is really important. So I would encourage anyone to come. Yeah, well, so far I've learned not to be frightened of the phone, basically, so I can actually deal with it a bit. So I've got to the stage where at least I can sort of use it as a phone, make phone calls, send emails, send texts, and the things where I need to access information, like through Google or through Yahoo, and all the sort of stuff you need when you're traveling, when they suddenly ask you to do something and you don't know how to do it, and you're not logged on for something, or all that sort of stuff. I might not know straight away what the answer is. Hopefully I will, but if I don't, at least I've got to a stage where I feel confident to at least try.